Hi, I'm Kelly from Cambridge. On tonight's Late Lunch, Lorraine Kelly, Davina McCall and Michelle Collins. Cue titles Ian.
Always been melons to you.
Hello, and today, for one day only, I'm Barbara Bush. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy 99.
You can say Happy New Year back to us.
Yes, or you can stand there like this. That's good, that's better.
Warm
yourselves up, you're frosty, come on.
This is Late Lunch, the show that has been described by Radio Times as cookery and chat.
By the groundbreaking magazine, The Televisual Times, as chat and cookery.
And by Video Plus as 95503.
And by my grandmother, who is 90, as colour and lights and rubbish. Hello, Granny. Now, with the sails on, that was a direct quote there.
I didn't know she was from Portugal.
She's the famous Lisboan nonagenarian.
Oh, righty.
There are fantastic bargains to be had in the January sales, and me and my comedy partner, who can't be here today, so Mel's standing in. Thank you very much, Dylan. We've not been slow off the mark getting some really top-class items.
Our first purchase was a real steal. We had to elbow Richard and Judy out of the way and fight off Des O'Connor to get to it. It's our very own walking, talking Cindy doll, Michelle Collins!
Yes! You have respect. Now I have to say I was a little bit disappointed on Christmas morning because when I opened the large present under the tree, it was Noel Edmonds. Oh. Luckily, my mum had the receipt, so we booted Noel back and I exchanged it for what I really wanted, a Davina McCall.
Dance for Davina.
Dance for her. Warmed up and the show's over. You've clapped so much.
I am Madonna. I have a daughter called Lourdes.
And you also have terrible visible panty line. Just disgraceful. Madonna wouldn't be seen with that now, would she?
Of course, there was just one celebrity. I'll try for a thong next time. All the kids
wanted... for a thong.
OK, I'm going for a thong. All the kids wanted to play with on Christmas morning, but they were virtually impossible to get hold of unless you were prepared to pay hundreds of pounds on the black market.
So we camped out all night to be the first in the queue, and we managed to get the very last Lorraine Kelly! Today we say, look, we've got 3 for the price of 1.
Why not call or fax us on these numbers now if you'd like to ask our 3 great buys, whether they're still under warranty or as batteries are included.
Which reminds me of your Christmas present to me. Now, today's band are 4 shop-soiled dummies who couldn't be reduced to anything lower. We found them in a bargain basement setting up a tribute band to Davina. It is the one and only Steve, it's Dan, it's Matt, and it's Dylan. It's the McCall Saints! There you go, Dan on an organ solo, and not the first of the day. She may have been the last one left in the store, but she's cute, she's cuddly, she speaks her own special language. I don't know what that is, but she speaks her own special language according to this. Her ears move up and down a bit when she talks. Please welcome the fantastic Lorraine Kelly! Now I'm thinking leatherette, Lorraine, I'm thinking fire. The two, it's possibly an uneasy combination. Will you be very hot in the leatherette?
I might be a bit hot and sweaty, but that's okay.
Do you have an undergarment that's decent for television?
Yes. It's not bad.
It's not bad
Not bad at all.
It's very good. What is it, sort of cotton?
Yes,
mix?
Marks and Spencer's.
Excellent, very good. Now, what are you cooking
Very
today?
sensible. I am cooking Thai stir-fry with shredded vegetables.
Then let's show the menu board, if I may. Today,
Ta-da!
it is Thai stir-fry with shredded vegetables, or shreddy steady cook.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I sold that to you on the van of gag. And you didn't buy it, did you? No, you didn't want that. OK, so how do we start this off? What are the ingredients?
Well, we have a whole bunch of ingredients here. We
Yes.
have got some chilli, which is essential. I love food things that are really, really hot. We've got some lemongrass, we've got soy sauce, we have got some wine vinegar, we've got some oil, we've got some garlic here as well. That's ginger and that's garlic.
That's a toast, isn't it?
And we bung it all in here. Now, you might have to help me with that because that's a bit scary.
The blending moment.
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
So we'll bung that in there like
Whack it
that.
all in
There we
there.
go. Now we got. Do you not think that looks like fingernails?
That's really put me off, Lorraine.
I'm
You know,
sorry
I was
about that,
quite
but
on board with the old dish until
But
you
it
mentioned
does.
fingernails.
You know when you have Thai soup and you get a little bit of that and it's all sort of hard and it
You're
reminds
not going to the
me.
right restaurant if you've got fingernails in your Thai soup. Move on.
I'll bung that in there. It smells quite nice though. It's good.
Very nice. So what have you been up to at the minute, Lorraine? What's happening in your life?
Well, can I tell you things? Because you
They're
know.
quite good because it sort of fills up time.
Well, I think so.
And then we have fun. And then we make a show about it.
I'm still doing GMTV in
Yes.
the morning.
Excellent.
I think I've done everything now. It's all in there. So now I have to do this doofer.
Okay.
Right, and then you do that, right? And then you.
I think you sort of...
What do you think? See, I'm not used to this. I don't usually cook. It's my husband that does all the cooking
Does
in the
he?
house.
God, he's a good man.
He really is.
Blending moments. It's happened.
Right, okay.
That done?
There we are. Yeah.
Fantastic. There's a paste made there.
There's a paste there. There's
So
definitely
you're
a paste there.
GMTV, but you've also released a fitness video, which I have
I
seen.
have. What did you think?
I thought it was top, but I have to say I watched it in very extreme circumstances. And I watched it last night as I was eating sausage and chips. So I had a large sausage in my mouth.
Right.
And there was you
Right.
in your lycra
Okay.
doing all the easy tiger.
You obviously have a much more exciting life than I have, I'll tell you. No, but it's aimed at women, specifically at women. And I had to do something because during the summer, GMTV sent us out to Spain, which was awfully nice. But I wore like lovely little summer dresses I squeezed my body into. But cardies, I had on like woolly cardigans all the time because I wanted to cover up the tops of my arms.
Why?
I didn't want the nation to see them because we were fat and horrible.
Rubbish,
so I had to
rubbish.
do something about it. I'm making a thing here.
Do that thing.
I'm making a thing for
Chilli
vegetables.
and
I've got chilli. We have to have chilli again, and that's some soy sauce bunging in there, and some bits of garlic and things, and some more stuff, and some
That,
lemon,
and then a
you
thing,
just
and then it-
do that,
and then a bit of that.
I think so, and I've made a mess, but it's okay.
That's cool.
And you
Don't-
just do that.
The good thing about leatherette, it's wipe on,
It
wipe off,
wipes
isn't it?
off.
Do you know what I mean? You
It
can just
wipes off,
shake
which
it
is-
off at
which
the end
is
of a
great.
sweaty evening.
But you know what I've been doing that really works? Those sounds daft. Walk. Just walk. Walk in a fast way. Don't jog because I think that's bad for you.
It's bad for
Just
your
walk,
muscles.
walk in a fast way and that's really good for you. So there you are. I've got that there. That's going to go on vegetables afterwards and that's going to go on the chicken and I promise you it'll be gorgeous.
Fantastic. I want to talk to you a little bit more about GMTV. You once described it as froth. Is that right?
My bit is. The
You
rest
think-
of it isn't, but my bit is unashamed camp froth.
I love that. I have to
Do you
say,
think?
more froth on television.
I think so. My
What's
bit
the
is
frothiest
entertainment.
thing that you've done? Can you think back?
There's been so many. I quite like the time that we were doing different body shapes. It was obviously a scientific, experiment. So
There
I had
was a
white
scientific
coat
gloss on it,
Yeah,
wasn't
I had
there?
a white coat on and sort of specs, trying to be scientific.
yeah.
And we had men in underwear, and I went along and sort of, pinged all their knickers. And it's something that I've always wanted to do. We had fat boy, thin boy, gorgeous boy.
Right.
And then sort of okay boy. And
Right.
that was good. And we just had to say which type we
Where did the
fancied.
science feature in the knicker pinging? This is
It didn't at all.
It was
We
just a-
pretended. And anything to do with animals. We always have mad things on with animals.
what I
and
love
stuff.
about because we came on and we banged crackers.
You were excellent.
We
Yes.
weren't, but it's
Again,
very
that was,
sweet
That
of
was
you.
very, very scientific.
Because we
were doing
had
an
white
experiment.
coats. It was a proper,
It was.
in-depth analysis.
It was, definitely.
Of the equation being money meets cracker meets what's inside it.
And the jokes and all
Yes.
that. I thought it was very good. I was very impressed.
What I love about GMTV and its sort of associative programmes is you can go from ironing boards to tertiary syphilis, and it's just a Mac, just straight seamless, isn't it? It's the melange, you know.
It's seamless.
It's, you know, and wardrobes and thrush. Do you suffer? We've got to go now because there's a lady with psychiatric problems on the phone, and it's just it's compulsive television.
It's great. It's great
I have
fun.
to say, I have slightly embarrassed myself with one of your ilk, your GMTV ilk. Because after we did the crackers thing and we came, you kindly provided a car to take us home. So I was wandering outside the front of the building and I saw a man with latticework shoes, a very tightly fitting nylon cardigan. Excuse me, cardigan. And I thought he must be a cab driver.
Sure.
You know, so I went up and said, excuse me, are you booked for Sue Perkins? And he said, no, darling. I'm the director of programmes of GMTV, so I have well and truly kept my chances. But, you know, latticework shoes and a raincoat.
He needs a makeover, don't you think?
He seriously, Nicky
think
Clark needs
so.
to have a go at that Barnett,
Yeah,
whoever
yeah.
you are, young man that I offended. It was terrible.
I wouldn't mind.
Now, while you're doing that, I just need to make
I'll keep going because this has to get stirred really, really well.
I'm just going to make
the
a
chilli.
phone call
Chilli has to
here.
be in there.
No, I'm just trying to remember the number. Hang on.
Yeah.
Try this.
Okay.
So, I said to Peter Mandelson, look, just go for the Abbey National. Because you can get... Oh, sorry, excuse me. Hang on a sec. Sorry, flicky hair thing. Hello? Yeah? Oh, my God. Since when? With a thong? That's brilliant. Oh, OK. I've actually got to go now. I'm doing a show. I'll talk to you later, Mum. OK, bye. Thanks. Right. Hello there. Now, are you all right there, laddies? Happy New Year and all that. Space 1999. Hey, you.
Aye.
What's this? Is this a horse race?
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Hello, sir. What's going on down there?
It was a chair. No, my mum gave this rosette to me for my birthday, which was a month ago, and it was a Newcastle United football.
Newcastle United's #1 fan.
Yeah,
There
and
you go.
and I got the rosette as a sort of, it was on the birthday card, and so.
Now, excuse me. What you dropping sausages all over the place? What's going on here? Look at this. Look at this. It's a little sort of tray of delights. What have you brought with you
Do it
tonight?
yourself cocktail party with a dessert trolley and selection of fresh fruit.
Very, very good. Now, if you prepare the little cocktail party, maybe I should give you some cocktail type music.
That would be great.
Okay, how long do you need? 20 seconds maybe?
Fabulous.
Okay, here we go. Gong, 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 gong. Gong, 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 gong.
Making a good cheesy pineapple
Gong, gong,
ones.
gong, 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 gong. Don't forget the flan, my love.
Okay, we're done now.
You've done it. Round of applause. Your very own DIY cocktail kit.
Thank you. Would you like a chip
I'd love
latte?
a chipper. Thank you very much. And I hope you find some sassy young gents to share that cocktail snack with. Okay.
I've got mini quiches.
You've got mini quiches. Maybe you'd like to give a quiche to Lorraine. Anyway, so sorry, lads. Forgive me, please. Forgive me. Brushing forward. Hello there.
Hello.
What's your name?
Oh, hello.
What's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah and
Stephanie.
hello. You brought nothing with you.
Oh, it's all
Oh, it's in here.
Oh, it's in a bag.
got to unpack.
Okay, now, Hannah, I've heard on the sort of vague showbiz bird type grapevine that you once swam in Richard Branson's swimming pool. Would I be correct in
You're
that?
correct, yeah.
Why?
Oh, Hannah had a little accident.
What
in the pool.
happened? Oh no! Are we talking a little purple dribble behind you as you swam along? The colour of my jersey. Is that what happened? Hannah, why? Were you just overexcited?
No, what happened was it was this big party that he has for all his staff. I went along with my friend's mum. And
Keep it together, mate. Keep it
as you
together.
walk in, they give you free vouchers for alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So I was only about 15 at the time, so I wasn't really used to alcohol.
Right. Okay.
Not that I've improved.
Not that Richard Branson lets you drink underage.
There's a lot of detail, but let's cut to the chase now.
And
Let's go straight to the story.
I basically went to the bar and jumped in his pool later on in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And, had a
You
bit
did a
of an
whittle?
accident.
You did a bit of a whittle. This girl has whittled Branson's pool. Anyway, no. Away from that now. The super story. I want to go back to Mr. Rosette Man here. What's your name, Sarah?
Hi, I'm Saj.
You're Saj.
Aye.
Okay. And have you brought any lunch with you?
Yes, I have.
OK, what have you brought with you here?
Right, I won't mention the cafe that I bought it from, but
OK.
I brought a chocolate donut.
Right, half-eaten there.
It's half-eaten. I was quite hungry before.
Slightly slimy, doesn't look very pleasant. The tissue sort of melded in with the chocolate there. Let's just put that back.
I won't mention Stefano's, that's... No.
OK, right, Sarge.
And I also got a tuna mayonnaise sandwich.
Yes.
And that's in the packet as well. I can't open
OK,
that.
Sarge, I haven't got time for you anymore. Sorry. Sorry, I'm going to pat your knee there as a little bit of a booby prize, but I'm going to go back now because apparently we'll be back in the audience a little later on, but now it's very much back to Lorraine and Sue in the LLTV studio.
Hi there. Coming up later, does next door's dog keep leaving a mess on your lawn? We'll look at how to confront your neighbour without putting your foot in it. But now, from Doodle, back to food.
Yes,
Lorraine,
nice.
how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. We have to put some oil in here. I use quite a lot of oil, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think you're okay. Do you remember I made up this wee thing?
Yes,
which
the sauce.
had garlic and ginger and chilli and soy sauce in it. And what we're going to do is cook the vegetables. Do you know, I've been trying to sort of be healthy.
Yes.
But do you know... Oh, that's sizzling
Ooh,
away like a mad thing.
An
We'll take that
almost
off.
dangerous sizzle, that one.
Don't you think, though, they should ban the word diet because diets don't work?
No, I
They don't
yeah.
work. It's just dead boring. They really don't work because you
I
get
think it's a shame that
obsessed with
the diet industry makes a lot of money out of people who are
Yeah.
very upset and want to... I think it's...
You just
if
have
people
to
want
eat.
to change themselves, I think it's good, but I think perhaps there are other ways of doing it.
I agree, and you should just eat. I'll just pick that up there because that's spilled. You should just eat less. I mean, you don't have to, you know, get up off your bottom and walk a wee bit and don't eat as much. There you are. That's my
Lorraine's.
philosophy of life.
Get up off your bottom. Yes, but then there's people like me who will quite happily sit with a sausage hanging out of their mouth watching
That's
you do
fine.
all the hard work
No,
doing
that's
that.
okay,
There was a lot of
exactly.
bosom work from you in that.
Well, do you know what was quite good? Because of the way that this girl, Jenny Rivet, who's
Yeah,
really
she's
good, that I worked with, she's excellent. The exercises, you know how sometimes if you do try and lose weight, it all goes off your boobs? It does with me. It
Right,
all goes
okay.
off my boobs right away. And my husband wouldn't have liked that because he's a boob man, likes my boobs.
Good.
Yes, he does.
So
And,
how nice that you now are forever known as a boob man.
a boob man.
You're a boob man.
I know. But no, what was good was the exercises are for your bits. My problems were the tops of my arms and my belly and my bottom. And we sort of concentrated
Good that
on
you
those
good that you
areas.
qualified that because it was hitting quite low for a belly for my money. But we've now,
But you have to get in order for it all to work, you have to get your pelvic floor sorted out before you can do anything else. Because it's like a house. You're like a house. If your foundations are not right,
Yes.
it's all going to tumble down and head south.
your
So
body is a temple.
Your body is a temple.
And
but
I
you
have
don't
a very
want it to
low
fall
turnout of
down.
service, I have
You
to
don't want
say.
it to fall down. So get your pelvic floor sorted, you're laughing.
See, for me, pelvic flooring immediately suggests interior design. I've got no idea what it is. Is it internal? Is it?
You just squeeze. Squeeze really hard. Like that. You pull it all up.
That makes me want to go to the loo.
No, that's well, yeah.
And I've
that's
got
fine.
40 minutes to do, and I mustn't be weeing.
No, we don't want any of that.
Now
That's going quite well. That's
Your
going
husband,
nice.
the boob man,
Yeah.
is a cameraman, isn't he?
He is. That's how we met. He was my cameraman when I was a reporter. It was really good actually because we used to get to jobs really fast. You know,
'Cause you're always in the same
yeah.
place.
Well, if your bleeper went off in the middle of the night, we used to
Well, it's
usually.
very embarrassing for him. But
Yes. But if you got breaks and you had to go somewhere, like, I don't know, to a prison or something. And prisoners always used to riot in the winter. They stand on the, they stand on the roofs in the winter and something, do it in the summer when it wasn't quite so
you
bad.
wear a t-shirt or singlet or something while you're
Exactly.
demonstrating.
But the bleeper would go off and I would just nudge him and then we'd be off.
Did you tell everyone? Did everyone know? Were you quite hush-hush?
Well, we never really sort of said much about it, but I think everybody knew. You know, it's a tiny sort of little world up there, and I suppose everybody did know. But it was good because it meant we got to the scene quick, got the story done quick, got home quick.
Absolutely. Now,
That's me.
you're a married woman, but it doesn't mean that there aren't a huge kind of swathe of fans writing to you,
I get a lot of letters.
Yeah.
I get a lot of letters from people, but not daft letters. They're not green ink letters or mad letters. They're quite sensible. We get lots of people write to
What's
us.
the funniest you've had? What's been the kind of the rudest or the silliest?
Up at, there's a mad bunch down south called the Lorraine Kelly Appreciation Society, and they send me.
Good lads. That's Mel and I. We set that
They
up.
send me things like, oh, I don't know, for Christmas they sent me stockings and they send me T-shirts and say, can I, wear them in the shower and then take a photograph of myself, which I don't.
Really cheeky.
Well,
Really cheeky.
I find it quite flattering. I think it's quite funny. I'm going to bung the rice in now, Cool. I'll just pop that in and then that can chittle away. And I think the vegetables are getting there because you don't want them too soggy. Nothing worse
No.
than a soggy vegetable. But yeah, they send me things like that and chocolate body paint, which I...
As you do.
didn't use on the body.
You
Used on
didn't?
ice cream, and it was very nice.
Oh, so you genuinely can eat that stuff?
Oh yeah, it's okay.
I'm so Catholic, sorry. So you genuinely can eat that stuff, can you?
You can.
Right,
you don't have
okay.
to put it on your body just because
Right.
it says body paint.
I'll buy some of that then. Right, okay. Terrible. Well, I'm going to try and, jazz up a bit. Get with the 90s. Please join us after these advertisements. We'll be scoffing this delicious stir-fry with Davina McCall and Michelle Collins. In the meantime, Lorraine, it has been brought to our attention there's an overwhelming, an unbelievable number of Kellys on the telly.
There is.
So during the commercial break, we'd like you, as a challenge, to think of 5 other Kellys on the telly, apart from yourself.
Okay.
Now, in deference to you, as they say in Gaelic, Míneá ó win tree. See you in 3. On the day, no. There's no room for this is a sad moment. It's acting.
Yeah.
Now I know why Bristol Old Vic wrote you that rejection letter.
Okay.
Welcome back to Late Lunch on the day after Tiffany's funeral, a day when the streets of Albert Square were strewn with her mascara. Don't say hooray, she was mown down by a Ford Scorpio. And that is no laughing matter, young man.
She shouldn't have gone.
She was my favourite, her and B. And they took her off our television screens.
And Cindy! And Cindy!
Why do they always kill the best ones? Why?
Right, now, in a moment, we'll be divining with Dina. No, we'll be dining with Davina McCall and Michelle Collins. But first, it's time to stroke the large cat of news until it lets out a topical meow.
My mimed cat has a hunchback, that's what I'm saying. A woman whose husband is leaving her because she watches 16 hours of TV a day. So she's not that bothered, as she thinks TV is much better than a man.
Yes, easy to turn on, keeps going all night, and will still be there in the morning.
Go on.
Tesco's in Hastings is opening its doors to nudists.
It's a very bold move. This is true.
It's absolutely true.
And apparently it's now inspired Dale Winton to launch a new show, Supermarket Streak.
And if you're looking for the cold meat section, it's pretty much everywhere.
It's pretty much moving.
Right, now, lawyers acting for an
Watch you don't wear your plums, though.
Okay. Lawyers acting for an Alsatian dog who was left £40 million after its owner died have offered £15 million for Sylvester Stallone's palatial 5-bedroom Miami mansion.
Now that's what I call doggy style.
Suzanne, off to the kitchen with ye.
Goodbye. Grandma, this is me moving. Bright colours, lights. Noise and rubbish. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Lorraine?
I'm doing fine. I'm just heating up some oil here because we have to do the chicken now.
OK,
Very,
now,
very
you know
good.
it's time for me to ask you about your challenge that we set you during the break.
Oh, yes.
5. Did you think about it? No.
No, I was too busy.
I built that up as a really
I'm sorry.
important challenge. Admittedly, we didn't have a drum roll and music, but for me it was important.
Well,
you
Matthew
think?
Kelly?
Yes.
Henry Kelly?
Yes.
Ross Kelly?
Ross
Kelly,
Kelly.
of course. For goodness sake, my brother Ross Kelly. How could I
Yes.
forget that? I'm mad as a
Chris
hatter.
Kelly? Chris Kelly?
Is there a David Kelly?
David Kelly. Now, do you know who David Kelly is?
No.
You just read it on there, didn't you? Very good acting, by the way. David Kelly is the one-armed waiter man in Robin's Nest.
Of course.
Let's see a picture of that. Robin's Nest.
Yeah, we remember it well.
For long, you remember it well. Well, the cast didn't. We had them on the show. They couldn't remember it at all. we arranged a whole show about Robin's Nest. They had no memories whatsoever. It's an unbelievable hour.
So there is. I did not bad there, I suppose.
So you're now
the
cooking
chicken.
that up.
The chicken is chittling in and it's doing fine. You don't really have to cook this for very, very long. And this is a lovely, tasty meal.
It looks
That's
delicious.
not very much fat in it, so it's quite good.
You must make sure it's cooked through, though. We should point
Oh,
that
you
out.
must. Oh, you must, or you'll be in deep, deep trouble.
Deep trouble. I want to ask you, from chicken to driving.
That was seamless.
It was beautiful, wasn't it? Now, you're a little bit like me in that you're not because you passed your practical driving test, haven't you? But it did take you a few attempts.
4 times.
Four
Four
times.
times. But twice when I tried to do it, it was snowing in my defence. And I sort of skidded
Did
down
you take it
the
up in
hill.
Scotland?
Yeah, in Rutherglen, in Scotland. And it was It was a nightmare. But I passed. Fourth time I passed.
Do you drive around loads?
I've never ever owned a car because when I passed my test I never did any money, and I moved to Glasgow.
Yeah.
I moved back to Glasgow where I'm from, and I was right in the city centre, so I just used to be able to.
You can get on the little underground stuff, go around everywhere.
Yeah, exactly, and then we could just roll down the hill to the pub and walk back up the hill. It's fine. It's really good. So I've never had to drive. I'd be too frightened now, I think.
It is quite scary, especially if you have a car like I've got. I bought a car from a cameraman, actually, who works on the show. And, you know, he's a trusted friend, or was. Goes like a dream, babe, he said to me. Yes, at under 7 miles in first gear.
Oh, dear.
It's literally like sliding on cream. You go into second gear.
Is it horrible?
Phil, cheers, mate.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I have been absolutely rooked, Lorraine. Do you know what I mean?
That's not fair. They took advantage of your good
He did take advantage of me, and now he's the one standing there with my money in his pocket. I've got a say at.
Anyway, I put mushrooms in.
Sorry, Lorraine.
I put mushrooms in there just because it looks good and they're very good for you. I'm going to throw this mixture in now, and it's got soy sauce in it and the wine vinegar.
This is the blended.
And the blended one that we did, and the garlic and all that, and lots of chilies. Chilies are very good. I love hot curries. Do you?
Yeah, I absolutely love them.
I really do.
Is Thai your favourite food, or do you like Indian?
I like Thai food. Oh, I like Indian food as well. My baby brother lives in Singapore, so I went over to see him, and it was just food frenzy. But it was fine, and I didn't put any weight on when I was over there because the food's really good.
It's nasi goreng and stuff like that, isn't it?
Very good.
Rice. I don't know what I just
Doesn't
said
that smell
then.
good? It smells great. It's really nice.
That is
It's just about done, actually. It's just about done.
So the veggies done. That's
I think we're
slowly
there.
getting there.
And I've got my rice in a gorgeous wee pile. Well, I'll pop
Rice
it on.
mound.
Pop it on here.
Do it.
You can try it after.
Dish it up.
This is where I fall down.
no.
I know. This is where I fall
The
down.
rice mons has literally.
But that's okay. It's presentation skills. Not very good.
We like
Not very good at all. And this is all going to go horribly wrong
Let's
as
turn
well.
that flame off.
I think so. Right. And then we'll pop that in there. And it's nearly good.
It's top dark.
Nearly good. Nearly good. Not bad. Look, there we are. That's a bit all right. Not bad.
Oh yes. That is 180 in food darts. That's top. And we're going to tuck in just 1 second with Davina and Michelle. But now you can tuck into any audience once you like. You can range around. Your eyeballs can freely manoeuvre. If you see someone you like, go for it.
Well, I just
Anyone
go,
there?
Yeah. Go
Anyone there
around,
take your
right?
fancy? Can you?
It's very difficult. They're a very, very good-looking bunch. They are.
Cocktail's good.
Is it?
Is it?
I tell you what, you have a think. I'm now going to do my immortal lines.
Right,
Band,
okay.
are you hungry? Yes! Audience, are you hungry? Yes! Telly's Lorraine Kelly, are you hungry?
Yes! Oh,
Go
yes!
find your man. Let's
Okay,
see the late lunch.
Our first guest was the Cindy Beale and Endall of EastEnders, who changed partners more often than a Scottish country dance, Lorraine. Now she's swapped the squalid square for sunny Cyprus. Please welcome the magnificent Michelle Collins! Hokey Pokey, our second guest has presented Don't Try This at Home, God's Gift, Street Mate, Dream Ticket, Good Stuff This Morning, The Drop Dead Show, The Real Holiday Show, Prickly Heat and Panorama. I made up that last one. She's the girl with a finger in every pie, Davina McCall! Lads, welcome. Michelle, slightly fluey. Let's be gentle.
I'll be a ladette then. You be the lads, I'll be ladette.
Okay. Have you had flu for a while? Is it a sort of long...
An ongoing thing? A couple of days. But I'll get through it.
Did you stay in last night and watch EastEnders?
Yes, I did. She had more people at a funeral than mine, didn't she?
That is ridiculous.
Cindy was
I think Cindy
misunderstood,
had
though.
two people.
Yeah, but Cindy was misunderstood.
Very misunderstood.
And also,
yeah.
your casket wasn't quite as good as hers, was it? It was
No,
a
it
bit...
wasn't. I did get my dying scene.
Yes. How did you... Oh, yeah. How did you die again?
Well, I left 7 months before I died, so it was a bit difficult. She died in childbirth, off screen. Unfortunately.
Was it weird watching your... Sorry, am I allowed
No,
to
no,
ask
yes,
questions?
yes.
You're awful. I just had to jump in. Just had to jump
Wadle.
in. Was it weird watching your own funeral?
I only saw a bit. I was filming in Cyprus at the time, so I was okay. I had a job, so I was all right, you know.
I feel that
Yes,
was
we
really
can move on.
But yeah, it was very
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
I couldn't watch all of it. I found it a bit strange. Yeah.
I tell you what I found.
Especially when I saw him snogging my sister.
Oh, that was
Yuck.
Too much.
I mean, we leave after that.
You may
Men.
That is
we really allowed to be?
unbelievable. Now, you said that you've been in Cyprus.
Cyprus.
I
I was
didn't get any
filming
meat.
a new drama comedy series which is on Saturday night, 5 to 9, BBC One, called Sunburn.
Sunburn, very groovy. And tell us a bit about it,
It's
Michelle.
about holiday reps, and I play Nikki Matthews, who's the sort of
Sexy. She's very
what's sexy?
You
Oh,
are.
Nikki, is she? Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Davina.
Yes.
All right.
It's good. And you're the head rep of Janus Holidays.
Janus Holidays,
and
yes.
You...
And basically, she leaves England. Failed marriage, story of my life. Her father's just died, so basically goes over there. She's already worked there sort of 8 years previous to that,
Right.
and she's got 5 reps under her.
Did you have to go on like loads of package holidays to do all the research? And
No,
stuff?
no, there wasn't time for that, unfortunately. But we did. We went to a few welcome meetings.
Oh, yes.
And went to a
They're
few bars
marvellous.
and got a bit drunk with a lot of the reps actually.
You
And
always
we had
get a
good
warm
time.
sangria. Always
They
a warm
work very
sangria.
hard actually. They
Yeah.
play hard and they work very hard.
Yeah.
But it's a mad life.
They never
It's a
sleep.
very mad. No, they don't.
Did you? Because you did Prickly Heat, which was
Yes.
sort of it's a knockout,
Yes.
but set in Spain.
Yes.
Was there a lot
In
of...
Magaluf.
Where's
It's not Spain.
Where's Magaluf?
It's raining.
You've been. You know what I'm talking about.
Rave
It is,
County.
and
Magaluf.
it's England in the sunshine.
Lovely.
It's and the best beer. Oh, that's
We
horrible.
couldn't have filmed in Magaluf because it'd be too mad. That's why we had to
Yeah.
go to Cyprus.
Right, because it's a bit...
It's a bit
more chilled
older
out.
people in. Oh yeah.
It was utterly insane.
But was there loads of sort of saucy goings on behind the old camera?
Yeah,
What-
all the time.
Like what?
Like just
Was this a fly-on-the-wall
snoggathons
documentary type?
well, it was sort of by day we sort of thinly disguised it as some kind of game show beach thing.
Well, hello.
When you said
And then by night,
Yes.
by night, by night,
Blackout.
forget it.
Visual
And
punctuation.
So
there.
by day it was kind of this,
day?
you know, games on the beach thing, and then by
Yeah.
night we'd film all the contestants doing whatever they got up to. But they got up to everything, absolutely everything.
Really?
Yeah,
Blimey.
yeah, bit of that.
Crumbs. And what about street? Because you also do Street Date, which is the...
What's that one?
It's. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But you do Street Mate.
Yes,
which
Street
is a sort
Mate.
of it's a kind of 90s type dating thing where
Yes.
basically you go out on the street, you
Yes.
pick someone, then you pick someone else, and they have
Yeah.
to go on a date.
Yeah, well, I don't pick someone else. I pick someone,
Right.
and then they pick someone, but I do the embarrassing bit of asking them out. You know, the really embarrassing.
Have you ever taken the bull by the horns and asked somebody out? You know, gone up to a bloke and said, "Hey, fancy a date?"
I always think you've got to make it absolutely obvious that you want them to ask you.
How do you do that?
You
Come
just
on,
sort of
Davina,
like
how'd you do
stand
that?
near them and go like that. You go like that,
But I've just lean on them.
like that a lot.
But I've stood near loads of blokes and they don't ask you out. Or
Ask them for a light. That's quite a good one, isn't it? If you ask them for a light.
I've given up smoking.
Oh right. So have I. And I used to ask them for a light.
You could ask them for a light for your mate.
Yes.
Yes, that's good.
She still smokes.
Yes.
I've gone into a pit of depression
Get a
now
dog.
smoking's been mentioned.
Got a dog.
Oh, does that help?
Very good for meeting people.
Like
Oh,
101
that's
Dalmatians. Like
Yes,
101
101
Dalmatians. The leads get entwined.
Entwined.
The boy dog, the
Oh,
girl dog,
sorry.
then you and the boy.
I haven't seen you here before. Are you new? Hopefully your dogs get on and Bob's your uncle.
And when dogs get on, they really get on.
Oh, they do, yes.
They do. How about you, Michelle? Do you have any sort of...
Don't have a dog, but I better go and get one, hadn't I?
I think it's a good idea.
I've got a guinea pig. Doesn't I've
got a daughter.
Work. Oh, yes. But that doesn't that work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
That does work.
But I've heard, Michelle, that you like your shoes.
Yes.
You've got
I
some
do.
very sexy ones on. I don't
They're
know.
very spiky,
Very-
beautiful.
look at
That's
those.
fine.
Oh.
One of my teachers used to have some of those.
What
They're
sort of school did you go to?
They're
Your
so-
teacher?
They're sort of zippy up on the side.
Designer.
They're Pellini, Davina.
Oh, right. Wow.
They are marvellous.
I can't
nice.
get
And
boots
my
like that
treat, my
over my
Christmas
calves.
Same here.
My calves are so enormous
Quite
that I
chunky
can't get any.
calves.
Yes.
Got my
Mine are
Julie
like-
Andrews
I've got this.
on.
Do you see these on? You see, they don't.
They are.
Thank you.
How many pairs have you got Michelle?
Oh, I've
you say?
got a lot, but since I've been a mum, I'm a lot less frivolous now.
You don't spend your money on shoes.
But if you, what would be
Just
your,
baby shoes.
what would be your desert island pair? Obviously, apart from flip-flops and sandals.
Oh, I don't
which
know.
you would wear on a desert island.
I don't know. I'll have to go. Jimmy Choo or my old pair of Timberland. I don't know. Jimmy Choo. Jimmy Choo are nice.
What are they?
Well,
They're very high.
I have to
Very
say that because
They are
not free
very-
ones. But I also like sort of ones like Davina's, just old.
What do you mean old?
No, I don't mean those ugly ones that haven't got 72 heels like mine. You know what I mean.
Davina, do you ever wear Captain Kirk boots, perchance, being a bit of a Star Trek fan? See the link. See the link.
I'm just checking on a piece of Lorraine's.
I'm actually trying to eat this for the first time.
I've seen the new one. Has anybody seen Insurrection? So good. I loved it.
Oh.
I thought it was very good.
But do you go to
Data's
sort of
spectacular.
trekky conventions and stuff?
If I did, I really would not confess
You'd
to
see
it
Adam Wood,
on
yeah, he goes to
television.
all those.
Does Ian Beale?
Ian Beale goes to all of those.
Somehow
he like
that's
the new
not surprising.
generation?
No, I was just going to say.
Yeah, he does go.
Does he?
Does he wear the gear?
Cardboard cutouts of them all, and I don't know. You have to ask his
I'm
wife
seeing
that.
him as a Diana
That's a
Troy.
worry. I think that's a bit of a worry.
Can I just say, I was once in Camden, North London, and I saw two Klingons. Absolutely no word of a lie.
What
The actual-
time was this?
it was
Maybe
late
5 o'clock in the morning?
Late at night, ridged foreheads, the whole full thing.
You want to go to
Camden for
Magaluf,
you.
mate? The sort of things you're seeing.
Very strange. Now, Michelle, you talking of the old, wild shoes. You've been a bit of a wild clubbing type.
Love your links today. They're
Very
so
cheesy.
seamless. Very good.
She can be the third presenter. She'd be good, wouldn't she?
Should be better than us.
And you're all picking on me.
No, but were you a bit of a? Would you have said
What's
that
that?
you were a wild
I
clubber
don't know. I think we.
in your time?
No, I'm sure Davina was the same.
As wild
as- Were you?
We were
As wild as each other.
As wild as each other.
Yeah.
We were just normal and we just used to go out.
I wish
And,
I'd been wilder.
but now I'm much more focused on my career and I'm.
But would you
I
go?
do still go.
Can you say you're square?
I am V squared, though.
No.
Stuck in the mid-80s.
She is square. She wears a
That's cool, though, to be stuck in the
hat when
80s
she
now,
goes
isn't
out.
it?
Okay, you're right, yeah.
She's still a new romantic. The Spandau Ballet solidly on the
Flock
turntable.
of seagulls.
Very much so.
Do you remember that
Do you
hair?
know why he had that long hair?
Why?
Terrible acne on the forehead.
Really?
Yes.
I thought he didn't have an eye.
Fringe.
I thought he was a
was
cyclops.
lazy.
No, I saw it flip up in top of the pops once.
Terrible.
Absolutely covered. in
Ring of
acne.
acne.
Sorry.
Says it all.
It does.
Last thing you want is a headband of spots, isn't it? That's why I wear glasses. Now it's time for today's very special late lunch. Big Three.
The lights.
Customarily tepid, Dan. Yes, it is special because today we pay homage to our very favourite quiz show. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Have you seen it? Have you? Good.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Then now it's
Promising
time for the
conscious
light
genders.
change that Alex rehearsed early on.
That was
Let's
very good.
play! Woo! Yes!
The
The reality! That light change was definitely that, whatever that is. Now, what would you do? Davina first,
Yes.
if you won £1 million.
I would give it all to charity.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't, no, would you?
No.
Would you buy your own Patrick Stewart, your own Jean-Luc Picard?
Oh,
Would you?
that's very tempting. I might
Yes.
do that. Yes.
So perhaps you could spend the money on a cloning project, clone him, have him in your bed for a...
Yes, maybe.
Okay.
No.
Maybe I'm just projecting my own fantasies
I
onto
think
you.
maybe you are. Yes.
I'm sorry, I feel I should stop now. Michelle, how about you? What would you do with £1 million?
Oh, I'd buy my mum a new house, a car, buy myself a new house, a new car, buy myself a production company so I could give myself lots of jobs and all my friends. That's about $1 million, isn't it?
That's about $1 million,
Yes.
probably.
Yeah, tip-top.
Now, Michelle, Trisha or Vanessa? Which one will it be? Trisha, Vanessa? Trisha, Vanessa?
Trisha.
Yes, you can. You feeling the same way, Davina?
Trisha.
Trisha, the audience?
Definitely.
Trisha it is, then. If you had one lifeline, one call you had to make to a friend, which friend would it be?
It's allowed to be family, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It would definitely be my dad. Because my dad can answer every single question in Trivial Pursuit. He's the most annoying person to play with, and he's really condescending about it. And when it comes to your turn, he goes, "Oh, this one's really easy," and you
hate
can't
that.
answer it, and then you feel like a real idiot.
It's always those sport ones that are about cricket in the 1970s.
And he's going, "Easy, easy."
So your dad, how about
Yeah.
you, Michelle?
Sorry, what's the question?
Who'd you call? Yeah, who would you call in the moment of crisis?
I'd call my best friend Sharon, who's a teacher.
Oh,
Who
good,
knows
yes.
everything, yes.
That's top dance. We
Yes.
like those answers.
Be good. Okie dokes. Congratulations, Michelle.
So seamless.
There we go. Hello. Congratulations, Michelle and Davina. You've won £2.30.
Yes. £2.30.
£2.30 the round. That's safe. Whatever happens, you'll leave here tonight with that £2.30. But you can
take it from you.
But you could double that £2.30 if you choose to join us in part 3 to squirt water at soft fruit. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Find out what Michelle and Davina are going to do after the break. See you in Strawberry.
This is Late Lunch with Davina McCall, who said the best way to meet men is to get a dog, and Michelle Collins, who said it was weird watching her own funeral on EastEnders. And as you both decided to join us for part 3, we've upped your stakes. It's now £4.60 each. You will be leaving the building with that money. I won't steal it from you.
Yeah.
Lorraine?
Wild women.
Star? The food was just delicious.
Very good.
I'm so pleased you ate
I
it.
had to steal some of her meat because they didn't give
I
me
think
any.
somebody thought you were a vegetarian somewhere along the line.
No, not me.
I was doing a lot of talking, so I couldn't actually get as much as I wanted, but
Whereas I had to
rectify
hold
that
on.
afterwards.
Yeah, doggy
Okay.
bag.
Now, last year we brought you the cutting edge of food, sports, entertainment. Who could, of course, forget
Mince pie hockey.
mince pie hockey?
Jelly truffle lacrosse.
Jelly truss lacrosse.
Truffle lacrosse.
Trotter lacrosse.
Jelly, say it again.
Jelly truss lacrosse. Trotter lacrosse.
Say it again.
Basketball. Pumpkin
Say
basketball.
it again. Jelly truffle lacrosse.
Jelly trotter lacrosse. Okay. Who could forget those?
She's forgotten those. The quest for still greater food-based entertainment and the fact that we couldn't think of any more sports led us by a very sticky, gooey, slightly sinister hand to the fairground, which has always frightened me. That's why I'm not doing this next section. So, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present our soft fruit shootout.
Roll up to me booth. Roll up to me booth. Roll up. Sorry, you're supposed to have flu. Right. Now, the rules are indeed simple at the booth of fair. You have to knock off as many fruits from this shelf, as many fruits here, soft fruits along the shelves as you can using your water pistols, ladies.
Yeah. But that's my line, and that is, don't we go the lines where our names are?
Yes,
right?
I'm about to say that. Lorraine, you aim for the fruits on the bottom shelf.
They're awful wee.
They're quite wee. The game is also a bit wee, but anyway, let's carry on. Michelle, you are aiming for the middle section of fruits. And Davina, you're aiming for the top section of soft fruits. This is going on a long time. Let's just get on with the game. The person to knock off the most fruits in 30 seconds is the winner. Are you ready, ladies?
Yes.
Your time starts now. Come on, Lorraine. Lorraine's lost the cherry. Couldn't quite tell there. Ladies, give it more. Give it more. Not too close, Michelle. Oh, come on. Very good. Lorraine, that's a very, very good action. Very good action, Lorraine. They're getting nearer and nearer. Oh, my word. Come on, Davina. Get the Ladies, let the squirting cease for now. Okay, now let's have a look at the shelves.
I really quite enjoyed
Lorraine,
that.
a lot of soft fruits left on your shelf.
I know.
I think you're the
I think they're
loser.
stuck down.
I think mine is stuck.
They are not stuck
cherries are
down.
stuck down.
They're absolutely not stuck. Lorraine lost her cherry down there.
I did.
Michelle, you've done slightly better than Lorraine. You've maybe lost about 4. That's good. But I think the overall winner has to be Davina. Let us go. Let us move back. This way. Come with me.
Beautiful game.
Come
more,
competitive street
more
game.
cherries popped than a holiday in Magaluf. The phone line's now as hyperactive as a room full of toddlers on touch. We're going to go immediately to line 1. Hello there. Is that Laura?
Hello,
Laura. You're speaking to me in a language I don't understand, the language of silence.
Hello.
Tell Laura we
Love her. Laura, who's your question for me?
It's for everyone.
Go for it.
Sorry, who's your question for?
It's for everybody.
Everybody. Now, is it true you've been in bed with flu, Laura?
Yes, I'm
Have you been talking to Michelle? Is she giving you her flu?
My question?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad you're prompting me to get on with the show. You're a good woman. You're presenting next week, mate. Go on.
What's our favourite?
Yeah, what's your favourite section in the supermarket?
Meat.
Frozen meat.
Michelle, how about you?
Oh, mine has to be pharmaceuticals.
What supermarket do you go to?
Tesco's.
It's Tesco's as well.
Lorraine, how about you?
Drink. The drink section.
I like the sort of hardware-y, corkscrewy nutcracker section.
Yeah. Oh, you only get those in really posh out-of-town ones.
I like those. Anyway, that's just me.
Thanks very much, Laura. And we've got line 2. Who's on line 2?
Hi, it's Della from London.
Hey.
Hi, Della.
Hi. My question's to all of you. What was the last thing you broke, and did you tell anyone about it?
What's the last thing you broke?
Last thing you
Lorraine's laughing. She's broken something.
The toilet seat.
The toilet.
But I didn't mean it. I was standing on it to hang something up.
No, too much information now.
Did the foot then go
I've got
in?
a picture. I've got a picture in my head, and it's very sinister.
It swiveled. Actually, funnily enough, it kind of swiveled over. So I lost my footing and I
Like a
landed on
porcelain
the
frisbee.
It was.
Slipped.
But it was only
Sometimes when you sit on them, they do that.
Yeah, they do
They
shift.
slide over to one side and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah. Side, not in your own loo.
Okay, how about you, Michelle? What's the last thing you broke and didn't tell anyone?
I trod on my little girl's Little Mermaid dolly. And smashed its head. I didn't tell her. She doesn't notice.
So now, are you remarketing it as the Hunchback of Notre Dame toy?
I'm just giving her Barbie now,
Yes.
so, you know.
Yes.
She's on her Barbie phase now.
That's good.
You're going to go home and she's going to go,
My smashed Little Mermaid.
How about you, Davina? Well, Lorraine actually reminded me of something I did not so long ago, which was I was just about to do a live show. It was on MTV, and I had one of those mic packs on, but it was tucked into my trousers. Right. And obviously, when you go to the loo, you pull down your trousers if you're a girl. I pulled down, and it came unclipped, and it fell into the loo, plopped into the loo. 2 minutes till we go on air, and I get it out, and I immediately turn into a small child and think, no, quick, dry off, work again.
They're really
It'll be
expensive,
fine.
aren't they?
It's thousands of pounds. Dry off. And then I go in and I go, it's not working, I can't figure out why. And there's water literally seeping out there. It went, Davina, own up. And I went,
That's naughty.
I dropped it in the loo and they all went, I didn't on it.
Had you just done a wee-wee?
No, I
Done the seconds?
I suddenly went, and I didn't
It's strange
have a
because you've done that, haven't you?
I've also done
She
that,
did a wee and then dropped it in. And she owned up though. She came out with this sort of stinking mic pack.
Doesn't pay to lie. Well done.
Rushing on. Let's go.
Thanks, Della.
It's all right.
Bye, Della. See you.
Still
She was still waiting.
Very, very bored. She's losing the will to live, Della.
Please finish asking my questions. Who's on line 3?
Hi, Jeff.
Jeff, I like your...
You're a husky young animal.
Come on, Jeff. Jeff, what's your question?
The question's for Davina.
Okay.
Davina, what was the last concert you attended?
I haven't been to a concert for ages. God, what
Concert? Do you mean
probably
classical?
Hazel O'Connor in about 1980.
Oh, the
Breaking Glass
She was
Shore.
very
Yes.
good.
She's
She was
fantastic.
very good. I think, unfortunately, that was probably one of the last gigs I went to. I went to Take That concert.
Oh, I'm obsessed with them. They never die. Oh.
I love you. Lorraine, have you been to a gig of recent?
Not for ages. I think the last one was The Cure, which was
Brilliant.
Yeah, they're very, very strong.
Very good, yeah.
And I went to the ballet recently because we were doing something in the ballet, and that was really nice.
Nutcracker?
Yeah, it was actually.
Usually, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it was. It was good.
How about you, Michelle? Pulling it back.
Mine was the proms, actually.
Ah.
Just before I went to Cyprus, yes, I was invited for the BBC to proms and my mobile phone went off.
Oh, no! In a quiet
It was the most embarrassing experience of my whole life.
Like a sort of classical tune on the
Oh,
ring,
it was awful.
didn't it? A waltz
Awful.
on the
It
ring.
was being recorded and, I don't know, I'll probably never be invited again, but it was good anyway, apart from that.
Okay.
So
I'm
very
gonna...
moving, the proms.
Mel's foot, her stinking mule.
I'm wearing my real-life shoes.
Those want to get a bit of a hedge trimmer on those, mate.
You've got very balletic feet. So you were dancing?
Quite a good arch there, apparently. Anyway, okay.
Mel and Sue, I'm expecting a baby boy in 10 days' time. This is from Charlie. Well, you're not, are you? Maybe your wife or
Could be
your girlfriend.
Charlotte.
Could be Charlie. I. What should I call him? We're having a poll now. What should this baby boy be called? What do we reckon?
Chicory. Chicory after chicory.
Linus.
Linus is
My
very
godson's
good.
called Linus, and that's a great
Percy,
name.
Alfred.
Alfie.
Traditional Alfie.
Alfie's nice.
Alf, Percy and Alfred.
Yeah.
Harry.
I think
Harry
Melchizedek,
boy.
but I'm traditional that way. It's time now for us to stop talking. We'll mull over names, Charlie. It's time for the news. It's time for Jon Snow. Big thank you to Lorraine, to Michelle and to Davina. Thanks,
Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye!
Bye!